One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hello, check. We're at Liberty Park Stadium in Sedalia for the state tournament. Washington and Festus will play at 7 o'clock this evening. You all good? Okay. Okay, good. All right.
We're about ready to start our final game of the day. It's a matchup between Washington Post 218 and Festus Post 253. The winner of this game advances to the state championship tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The visitors for this ball game will be Washington. Let's meet the members of their team. First, the coach, Mike Gardner. His staff includes Kevin Jurgens, Aaron Miller, and Nick Fox. And now the non-starters for Washington. Number 1, Jared Schrader. Number 3, McGuire Landwehr. Number 5, Andrew Bruner. Number 6, Joe Bauer. Number 7, Josh Garbs. Number 9, Levi Weber. Number 13, Quentin Ray. And number 19, Will Hageman. And now here's your starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Leading off the second baseman, number 23, Jeff Chashin. Batting in the second spot, the shortstop, number 14, Bryce Mayer. Batting third base, 18, Brandon Stallman. Batting in the cleanup spot is the left fielder, number 16, Quentin Pepsel. Batting in the fifth spot, the designated hitter, number 15, Spencer Hunter. Batting sixth at first, number 25, Joe Hackman. Batting in the seventh spot, playing right field, number 4, Louis Eckelkamp. Batting eighth, doing the catching for Washington, number 12, Adam Molitor. And batting ninth in center field, number 11, Tyler Grossmeyer. And pitching for Washington tonight, number 8, Nick Helfrich. Washington post 218. And now let's meet Festus. First, the head coach, Zach Bone. His coaching staff is Drew Farrell, Aaron Mayer, Steve Farrell, and Ethan Riendo. The non-starters for Festus in tonight's ballgame. Number 2, Ryan Riendo. Number 18, Brendan Scott. Number 16, Jacob Elton. Number 12, Gavin Curley. Number 22, Connor Wilkinson. And number 19, Logan Ward. And now here's your starting lineups for Festus. Leading off in center field, 25, Jacob Bridges. Batting second and doing the pitching, number 4, Jordan Duncan. Batting in the third spot, playing first base, number 8, Levi Ebersol. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 48, Jake. Batting in the fifth spot at second base, 21, Eddie Martin. Batting in the sixth spot, playing third base, number 9, Charlie Pratt. Batting seventh, the left fielder, 28, Jeremy Eisenman. Batting eighth is the catcher, number 6, Isaac Hamilton. And rounding out Festus 39 is your shortstop, number 34, Chris Hancock. Festus post 253. And now the code of sportsmanship will be read by Kerry Portman. He's the department commander of the American Legion for the state of Missouri.
Day Field, Liberty Park Stadium, historic ballpark here in Sedalia. We're glad to be here, and thanks for making us a part of your Friday evening as we get ready for the first pitch, now the national anthem.
All men remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
There's simply nothing better than rooting for the home team, especially when they make things happen. Hi, this is Scott Breckenkamp, president of First State Community Bank in Washington, Missouri. When you're ready to make things happen, turn to the home team at First State Community Bank. Whether you need help buying that new home, starting a business, or simply opening a checking account, our experienced staff is here to help. So after the game, stop by or call. We'll be sure to make things happen for you. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at fscb.com.
If you live in Washington or anywhere in Franklin County, chances are you weren't born there. Life in our area is good. The air is clean, the kids are busy, and the open space and lifestyle gives everyone room to grow. People move here for a reason. Janie Schriever of RE/MAX in Washington has helped this growth. She sells houses, lots of houses, and she would love to sell you your next house. Call her at 231-3410. That's 231-3410. And Janie also says,
Go Washington American Legion Baseball.
Some people think the daily moves of the market make stress inevitable when it comes to investing, but it doesn't have to be this way. Hi, I'm Katie Schonartz, your Union Area Edward Jones financial advisor. One stress reducer is to have a plan and stick with it during the market ups and downs. Here's another. Periodically rebalance your investments to align with your needs and risk comfort, and have a good financial advisor to sit down and talk to. Contact me, Katie Schonartz, at 636-583-9188. Keeping your investments under control can help keep your emotions in check. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Well, these two programs have a proud history in American Legion Baseball. If you look back over the years and the number of state championships that Festus Post 253 has, they've won state in 96, 05, 09, 2010, 2011. Central Plains regional champs in 09 and the runner-up in 2010. And they went to the American Legion World Series in 2009, which at that time, the World Series was still moving around. Would change locations every year. They were at Washington State that year, and they ended up taking 5th place. That's when Pat Bone was the manager of the program. His son, Zach, has taken over the program now. So a lot of history. In fact, these two programs, these players, have met in postseason play several times, both at the freshman and junior levels. Here they are at the senior level, ready for the first pitch of the game from Duncan, and the fastball misses over but low to Jack Shasheen, leading off for Post 218, 35-6 record following their 2-0 win over St. Genevieve earlier. Next pitch in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Shasheen will be followed by Bryce Mayer, Brandon Stallman, Quentin Pepsel, Spencer Hunter, Lewis Claycamp. Here's a pitch fouled down the left field line, hooking toward the corner and out of play. 2 strikes on Shasheen. Eckelkamp will be followed by Adam Molitor, and then Tyler Glosmeyer batting 9th and playing center field. Molitor batting 8th, Eckelkamp 7th. Before that, Hackman batting 6th, playing first base. Hackman was the winning pitcher, going the distance in the 2-0 win over St. Gen. Next pitch is grounded to first baseman. This will be played by Ebersold. Gloves it, steps on the back with the unassisted out. We're underway at Paul Day Field in Sedalia.
I think the key is going to be to stay aggressive at the plate for sure for Washington. Obviously for Festus, they just want to pound the strike zone the same way we do whenever we're out in the field. But for our hitters, we don't want to give them free strikes.
First pitch into Bryce Mayer is pumped in for a strike. Jordan Duncan got the save last night in the 2-1 victory over Washington. Pitched 20 pitches in the last inning. Struggling a little bit. The first 6 pitches were out of the strike zone. Then once he found his mark, he was able to mow him down. Next pitch is low and away. Now a pitch is inside. It's called a ball, and the count is 2-1 on Bryce Mayer, who will be followed by Brandon Stallman. Bases empty, 1 out. The pitch from Duncan. That is taken low, and the count is 3-1. Not getting a low strike right now.
He's been heavy breaking ball on Bryce.
Next pitch is grounded right back to the pitcher on 1 hop. He'll run halfway to first and underhand it over to the first baseman, Ebersold, for the out, 1-3. And on a 3-1 pitch, he coaxes Mayer into a comebacker, played on 1 hop, 2 outs. And the batter, Brandon Stallman. We mentioned Pat Bone earlier, and he is here in the stands watching his son coach this Post 53 squad here in this elimination game. Stallman bats. Here's a breaking ball, and it's off the catcher's mitt back to the backstop. It's a 1-0 count as it's taken outside. That time, Duncan tried to go back door, missed on the outside edge.
Yeah, it looks like he's working backwards now to our hitters right now. Well, let's see how long that lasts.
Pitch fouled, left side, might be a play to the left field line, slicing out of foul ground. Running catch by the shortstop, Christian Hancock, in foul ground behind third. Nicely done. 3 up, 3 down. Washington goes quietly in their half of the first. After a half inning, no score, with Festus coming to bat.
Hey, this is Taylor. Double-digit pay raises are history. Now, money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why my dad, State Farm agent Jim Fury, would like to offer you a free discount double check. Jim and his team will go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call my dad, State Farm agent Jim Fury in Washington today. Being there to help keep more of your money in your pockets is why we're here. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, my name is Bill Shook, and I am the co-owner of Easy Care Security and Satellite Systems. In addition to offering TV and internet, we also offer security, home automation, and surveillance systems. Would you like to be able to monitor your kids, your elderly parents, or simply your property while you're away on your smartphone? You can, and it's easy. As a fair special, we are offering a $200 Visa gift card with the purchase and installation of a 4-camera or more installation. So call us at 636-239-3899 or stop by and see us. Our office is on Highway 47, directly across from Schnucks and Lux.
Aldo's Restaurant in Washington. True Italian since 1971 and still going as strong as ever. Aldo is here to stay. Hurry in for the everyday specials.
The holiday specials, lasagna, and the big potato and the white sauce with vegetable and chicken. We offer everything, sandwiches and salads and appetizers, plenty of pasta, pizza, steaks, and veal, chicken, That's 1205 Jefferson Street. For carry-outs or delivery, you can call 636-390-2526. Ciao, ciao.
Jacob Bridges leading off, swings and misses at the first pitch from Nick Helfrich. Next pitch is taken upstairs, and the count is 1-1. Now, I get the feeling these two pitches, Coach Landwehr, can let their defenses work behind him today. May not be a lot of strikeouts. We'll see. Here's the 1-1 that's taken low and away. The count is 2-1 on Bridges.
Well, they're both working quickly, and that's a positive. You know, this is really effectively a championship game because the winner moves on, to Hastings. So
there's a hard hit ball, backhanded by Stallman at third, throws down and in time to get Bridges.
So I think we'll see both coaches throw everything they have, whatever it takes to win this game.
All hands on deck.
Right. You want to be state champ, but the reality is you want to survive and advance.
Jordan Duncan will bat now. Pitcher on pitcher. Duncan throws right, bats left. He faces Nick Helfrich here, holds the glove out front, turns, kicks, fires, misses high and wide, ball 1. Helfrich usually pounds the strike zone. He has been able to keep his pitch count down all season long. He did reach his limit in a game in the zone tournament last weekend. Here's a hard hit ball to right, backing up is Eckelkamp, makes the backpedaling catch, 2 outs.
Well, that sun looks like it might play a big factor in this game. Second base, first base, and right field.
Eckelkamp had the shades down there, backpedaling, read it nicely off the bat, though, made a nice play. Didn't get himself turned around, that was the key.
Yeah, he started backpedaling. I got a little worried there, but it wasn't quite as far as I thought it was.
Yeah. Levi Ebersold will bat down. Bats third, place first base today. Nick Helfrich steps back, crosses over, and deals, and misses low, and the count is 1-0. Washington went quietly in their half of the first, 3 up, 3 down. Helfrich trying to do the same in his half. The 1-0. Pops him up, foul ground, third base side. Hackman, and foul ground, under it, makes the catch. And it's 3 up and 3 down for Festus in the first. We played 1, no score, going to the second inning in Sedalia.
I'm Mark Thayer, manager of Coldwell Banker Premier Group in Washington. The days of buying a home with a handshake are long gone. That's why our agents are extensively trained and continuously mentored to be abreast of all the ins and outs of a real estate transaction. From contract to contingencies to closing, our agents work hard to help you find your dream home, and our enhanced listing book service helps you browse homes for sale 24/7. That's why Coldwell Banker Premier Group is the #1 Coldwell Banker affiliate in Missouri. Call our office today at 636-239-0667. That's 636-239-0667.
One day they're playing grown-up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expense may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. Phil Leathers, your local Edward Jones financial advisor, can share strategies to help tackle growing college expenses. Stop by the office at 3 Lafayette Street in downtown Washington for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Understall Tire in Washington is a proud installer of Jasper engines and transmissions. With their 3-year, 100,000-mile warranties, Understall Tire is your premier choice for new and used tires and auto repair. They specialize in wheel alignments, brake service, AC repair, tune-ups, suspension, shocks, struts, state inspections, and more. Call Tom or Keith at 636-239-5494 today.
Quentin Pepsi will lead off for post 218, facing Jordan Duncan in the second inning. Here's a pitch that's a breaking ball. It's missing down and in the dirt. Gloved by Hamilton, the starting catcher for Festus in this game. The 1-0. That is by the catcher and back of the screen. 2 balls, no strikes.
It has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches from him so far, from the pitcher from Festus. We'll see if it continues. If he gets behind, it's a little hard to do that.
2-0 is chopped, third baseman. Foul ball. 2 balls and a strike. Earlier today, Sedalia was a winner over Festus 3-0, so Sedalia advances to the championship game tomorrow and will play at 1 o'clock against the winner of this game. Whoever wins this game will have to beat Sedalia twice to win the state title. And then Washington was a winner over St. Genevieve 2-0. Next pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed by Pepsel. It's 2-2. He swung over the top of that one. Jordan Duncan holds the glove out front, turns, kicks, fires. Breaking ball is one-handed into the glove of the third baseman on a line drive, caught by Charlie Pratt. 1 down.
He saw 5 pitches, 4 breaking pitches.
The designated hitter, number 15, Spencer.
You know, the coach didn't classify him as a junker, but that's what he's going with right now. A lot of breaking balls, a lot of change-ups. Hunter, at the plate now, looks at a pitch down and away, 1-0. He'll be followed by Joe Hackman. 1 out here in the Washington second. We're scoreless in Sedalia. The 1-0. Fastball hit on the ground of the second baseman. Backhanded by Martin. He throws out Hunter. 4-3, 2 outs. Hit the ball hard, but right at a man.
He kept that pitch low. Couldn't do anything. He couldn't get he couldn't get air on it. I mean, it was a pitch right at his knees. And that's what happens when you throw a ball down like that.
So it's Joe Hackman coming in now. Bases empty, 2 outs. The pitch. Breaking ball in there at the knees, 0-1. I have Duncan for 11 pitches in the first inning. Helfrich for 8. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle. He's mixing it up pretty well here, these hitters early. 0-2 on Hackman.
He's got him guessing, doesn't he?
He does. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Blocked by Hamilton. Fires to first to complete the strikeout. Inning over. And Duncan has retired the first 6. Inning and a half in the books. We are scoreless in Sedalia.
With Bank of Franklin County, check balances, transfer funds, deposit checks, wherever you are. Nice to know there's banking for your life on the go. That's Bank of Franklin County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. With Bank of Franklin County, the home with the bigger backyard, the car you've had your eye on, the shop you always wanted to open. We'll be there every step of the way. Nice to know there's a lender you can count on. Bank of Franklin County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You don't think it'll happen to you twice. First, it was a fire. My agent was right there and helped me rebuild. Then the tornado destroyed everything, again. Both times, my independent agent and auto owners took care of me like someone takes care of family.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance.
Hi, this is Ted Schrader. In Union, see Schrader Insurance, and in Washington, see Dan Yost Insurance.
Ready to go to work in the bottom of the second inning. Leading off will be Jake Leitner. And he'll be followed by Eddie Martin and Charlie Pratt. Middle third of the lineup for Festus, post 253. 31-10 record coming into this game. Righty on lefty here is Leitner. Digs in. Helfrich turns, kicks, and pitches. And that catches the inside corner at the knees. 0-1 on Leitner. And the 0-1 headed home from Helfrich. That's skied high, foul ground, out of play, third base side.
He's way ahead here. He needs to make the batter get himself out here. Maybe just a fastball up. You know, I mean, a lot of guys like to waste one in the dirt, but batters don't swing at that very often.
Yeah.
You know, we need to get him out here.
Here's the pitch, high and wide. That's a good pitch.
That was a good pitch. That absolutely was.
Now he'll come after him. It's a 1-2 count on Leitner. Helfrich with the offering. Breaking ball. It's actually a changeup. Fair ball. It's gloved by Hackman. Steps on the back for the unassisted out. One down. Right over the bag and played nicely by Hackman. So one down. Eddie Martin will bat now for Festus.
I like how fast Helfrich is working. I'd like to see him throw a few more strikes. I know the first inning, you know, he didn't throw that many pitches, but he only started one batter off the strike, you know. Looks like he's kind of zoning in right now.
Martin looks at a fastball for a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. You know, back when we saw him play and beat St. Clair over at their place, here's a pitch in the dirt blocked by Molitor, 1-1 to count. I think he pitched in the 50s and pitched 6 innings.
Yeah, he's a strike throwing machine.
Yes,
There's no doubt about it. You can count on that.
The 1-1 to Martin. That's taken at the knees for a strike, 1-2. Infield straight away from Martin. He bats from the right-hand side. Molitor behind the plate. Flashes the sign. Helfrich, the 1-2. That's low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Around the infield, it is Hackman at first, Shashin at second, Stallman at third, Mayer at short, Pepsel in left, Glosmeyer in center, Eckelkamp in right. The 2-2 to Martin coming home. Popped him up. Foul ground. Hackman behind the bag. Under it. Makes the catch. 2 outs. So Hackman retires the first 2. Leitner and Martin. Pretty good crowd for this game here. A lot of folks from Washington coming in to watch not only this game but the earlier game.
Yeah, these teams travel well, don't they?
They do. Here's Charlie Pratt facing Helfrich. Bases empty, 2 outs. Here's a ground ball in the hole at short, backhanded by Mayer. Long throw is in time. And Helfrich has retired the first 6 in order. We played 2 here at Liberty Park Stadium. Scoreless going to the 3rd inning.
If you live in Washington or anywhere in Franklin County, chances are you weren't born there. Life in our area is good. The air is clean, the kids are busy, and the open space and lifestyle gives everyone room to grow. People move here for a reason. Janie Schriever of RE/MAX in Washington has helped this growth. She sells houses, lots of houses, and she would love to sell you your next house. Call her at 231-3410. That's 231-3410. And Janie also says,
Go Washington American Legion Baseball.
Hi, this is Brad Mitchell, Leonard Marquardt, Jeff Totter, Gene Anderson.
And this is Sherry Wall with the Bank of Washington.
We would like to thank you for voting us the #1 bank 22 years in a row.
And especially thank you for voting us your favorite mortgage lenders this year.
We're honored you chose us.
When it comes to home loans, whether you're wanting to get pre-qualified, refinance, or need to pull some needed cash to do home improvements,
please know we are here for you.
Thanks again for voting us your favorite bank.
And your favorite mortgage lenders.
Bank of Washington.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 591834.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Phil Leathers, your downtown Washington Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why he's a proud sponsor of Washington American Legion Baseball on KLPW. For all your investment needs, call 636-239-5487 or stop by the office at number 3 Lafayette Street, downtown Washington. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Louis Eckelkamp will lead off, facing Duncan here in the 3rd inning as we are scoreless in this game between Washington and Festus post 253. Eckelkamp, Molitor, and Glosmeyer coming up this inning, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Duncan holds the glove out front, turns, kicks, pitches, fastballs upstairs, 1-0.
This is honestly kind of how we thought it would go when we were talking off air. We thought it'd be low scoring. I just didn't realize he was going to throw as many junk pitches as he did, but that's okay. I mean, everybody gets somebody out differently,
Exactly. He misses with the fastball and the curve to start off Eckelkamp, so he falls behind 2-0. Here's a fastball over below. 3-0 on Lewis Eckelkamp.
John, I've just always preached that you pitch off your fastball, which means, everything should come off of, number one,
Right.
And some kids feel more comfortable doing it the other way, and he obviously does.
Here's Eckelkamp swinging and missing. Count is full now. 2 fastballs, one taken, the other one swung on a miss. Next pitch fouled back to the screen. They make want to consider a timeout call just occasionally to try to slow down his cadence a little bit. He is really working quickly out there.
Oh, his defense likes that, I'll guarantee it.
Duncan, the payoff pitch to Eckelkamp. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Eckelkamp knew it before the umpire even motioned.
Yeah, I think Louis got tricked on that pitch. I think he thought he was going to get something soft, and he came right at him.
Second strikeout of the game for Duncan now. It's Adam Molitor coming on, the Washington catcher. Batting 8th. The pitch coming up. Breaking ball inside corner. Molitor didn't flinch. Started right at him. Broke inside. Caught the edge. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit in the air left field. Should be an easy play for Eisenman. Toward the foul line. He's under it. Makes the catch. 2 outs.
We might be done with this game in an hour.
We are on cruise control right now. The first game we did was 75 minutes today.
Yeah. This might be 65 minutes.
Glosmeyer, the batter now for Washington, the number 9 hitter, blank center today. Your next pitch is upstairs on him, ball 1. Yeah, but it's entertaining for fans and players alike, and us. Here's a breaking ball that's taken low and away.
I don't think anyone wants to sit through what we sat through last night. With 2 hours and 40 minutes for a 7-inning baseball game, 2-1 7-inning baseball game.
There's a pitch in the dirt, 3-0. So for the second time this inning, Duncan falls behind a hitter, 3-0. He came back and got Eckelkamp looking with a strikeout. Glosmeyer will be taking here, and he looks at a pitch for a strike, 3-1. 375 straight away down the right field line, 290, 310 and left. And here's a pitch taken a little bit high and inside, and he walks Glosmeyer back to the top of the order for Shashin.
Jack needs to get on the first good fastball he sees. I mean, he's really seeing the fastball well. He's really squaring it up well. He needs to do some damage. First good one he sees.
Grounded out to first his first time up. Batting here in the third. Glosmeyer with good speed on at first. Good lead. First pitch in the dirt on the breaking ball. Blocked by Hamilton. Ball 1. Both these teams feature 2 good defensive catchers. Hamilton for Festus and Molitor for Washington. 1-0 on Shashin. He'll be looking fastball here. Back in the box. The pitch. Fastball grounded and cued foul off the end of the bat. First base side. 1-1.
John, you're talking about Molitor. He really has done a tremendous job ball blocking. We don't have many people steal on us, so it's hard to even tell what he can do in that field, but at ball blocking, he's been just fantastic.
I think he does a good job handling the pitchers. Here's, you can just tell when the pitcher's comfortable with his catcher, and they all seem to be with Adams. So here's a throw over to first. Runners back safely without a tag. Glosmeyer being held on by Ebersol. The 1-1 to Shashin. After a long look, here it is. Breaking ball, backhanded by Hamilton. Snap throw to first. Quick tag, safe is the call. 2-1 on Shashin.
I still think we're going to see off-speed pitch. I don't think he's going to throw a fastball unless he absolutely has to.
Do you think they might try to run Glosmeyer?
It wouldn't be the worst thing, but I mean we're in an advantageous account.
The pitch.
Another pitch that I don't know why he doesn't go after him. He's just got to be scared of him. He just must be afraid to throw the fastball.
Could be. He's fallen behind 3-1 now.
Yeah.
Hitters count. The pitch. Fastball hit hard toward the gap in left center, and that's going to get down and go to the fence. Eisenman plays it back. Throw to the infield. Cut off. There won't be a throw home. Glosmeyer scores from first on the double by Shashin. 1-0 Washington, third inning.
Well, I think we found out he does not want to throw the fastball to him.
Yep.
That ball was hit very hard.
He was sitting dead red in the fastball in that 3-1 count and got what he was looking for. Timed it nicely.
You know, Bryce needs to do the same thing. The pitcher doesn't want to throw his fastball. We can see that. So not offering it pitches that aren't strikes is paramount for us.
There's another breaking ball. This one is called a strike. Prior to that, he was having trouble getting that breaking ball over the plate. And he is looking at an 0-1 count here on Bryce Mayer. Mayer waits. Here's the next pitch. And that is hit down the left field line. Foul. And an 0-2 count now on Mayer.
If I'm the pitcher here, I throw a fastball up. I let the batter get himself out. I don't throw a ball in the dirt and let the runner advance a base. I think we should. If I'm him, that's what I do.
Breaking ball hit up the middle. To his left, the shortstop, played by Hancock, throws over in time. A run on a hit, and one left on. We've played 2.5. Washington grabs the early lead, 1-0 over Festus.
Introducing RCS Carpet Cleaning, Franklin County's best local commercial and residential carpet cleaning specialists. Certified carpet cleaning, pet stain and odor removal, low moisture and fast drying steam cleaning, tile and grout cleaning and sealing. Call RCS Carpet Cleaning at 636-584-1559. Find them on Facebook or go to realcleanstuff.com. That's RCS Carpet Cleaning. Mention this ad and get the 2 rooms for $99 special. Call today.
Hello, my name is Bill Shook, and I am the co-owner of Easy Care Security and Satellite Systems. In addition to offering TV and internet, we also offer security, home automation, and surveillance systems. Would you like to be able to monitor your kids, your elderly parents, or simply your property while you're away on your smartphone? You can, and it's easy. As a fair special, we are offering a $200 Visa gift card with the purchase and installation of a 4-camera or more installation. So call us at 636-239-3899 or stop by and see us. Our office is on Highway 47, directly across from Schnucks.
Clean up for Festus. We're the bottom of the third. Fielder, number 28, Jeremy Eisenman.
Jeremy Eisenman will lead off. Bottom third of the order for Festus. Eisenman, Hamilton, Hancock. Eisenman, the winning pitcher in last night's game. Bats here against Helfrich. The pitch. Taken outside, ball 1. Now we'll see if Festus is able to answer back. Washington grabs an early lead, 1-0 in their half of the third. Home half of the frame now. Eisenman swings the next pitch and lines it to center field. There, and Glosmeyer makes the catch. Another hard hit ball, but right at a player.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about Helfrich other than just keep throwing strikes. I mean, they're hitting him. That's okay. I mean, the objective of the pitcher is to let the batter get themselves out, you know.
Hamilton, the batter now, swings the first pitch, chops at third base.
Oh, nice play.
Nice play by Stallman coming in, gloves it low, strong throw in time, and a bang-bang play to get Hamilton 5-3 on the put-out, 2 up, 2 down.
Sorry about that, John, but
okay.
that's just so hard. People have no idea how hard that play is. You have to beat the ball to the bag, otherwise the bag becomes, you know, the offense's friend. And, man, did he make a good play on that.
He did, charging in, because if you play it back, he's going to beat that out for an infield hit. Now the 9-hitter, Hancock, looks at a ball low. 1-0. Festus reserves are Riando, Smock, Melton, Turley, Wilkinson, and Warren. The 1-0 offering. Swing and a miss, swung under that one. It's a 1-1 count on Hancock. Rising fastball that appeared from Helfrich there. So a ball and a strike. Helfrich working quickly, turns and fires. At the knees, 1-2. 1-2, 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch, taken outside. Festus still looking for that first hit of the game. The first 8 have been retired by Helfrich. 2-2 the count on Hancock. Here's the next one. That is hit hard to left center field. On the move, it is Pepsel, and he collides. The ball is dropped. Oh, the ball is dropped as Glosmeyer and Pepsel collide, and the ball comes out of the glove of Pepsel. And that'll be an error, and it allows Hancock to take second base.
You got E7 on that, you think, John?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that Pepsel had it in his glove, and then the collision, ball knocked out of his glove. So.
Yeah, he did have the ball in his glove.
There's a lack of communication. That's uncharacteristic for those outfielders. Usually they communicate very well. Back to the top of the order, Bridges, tying run in scoring position. He looks at a fastball for a strike from Helfrich, and he's out in front 0-1. So our first defensive mistake of the game for post 218. Bridges a chance to tie it up, and he takes a ball down and in, 1-1.
You know, I think if I was to give Nick any advice, I think I would tell him don't show the lineup all your pitches the first time through. I don't think he needs to. I think he's got quality stuff that, save something back for the second or third time through.
Here's a pitch put away in the dirt, blocked by Molitor. 2-1 on Bridges. Helfrich comes set, kicks, pitches, and that's taken at the knees. 2-2. Good fastball. Helfrich leans in, gets the sign from Molitor. Bridges waits. The 2-2 offering, taken over below, 3-2.
I almost think I might put that guy on second in motion because we're 2 outs. Yep. You just never know what's going to happen.
Payoff pitch, swing and a rip. That's going to tie the game. Played back in by Gloschmeyer. It's a single for Bridges, and it scores Hancock from second base, 1-1 in the third. So the error comes back to bite Washington here in this inning. And Jordan Duncan will bat. Just like the walk to Gloschmeyer last inning burned Duncan, the error comes back and bites Helfrich here. Are the defense for Washington. Here's a fastball pumped in for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Duncan. Good job getting out in front. Helfrich looks over his left shoulder at the runner first, who has a pretty good lead. He draws a throw over there. No tag from the Washington first baseman. Bridges with good wheels on at first. Duncan, good contact hitter at the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss, changeup, 0-2. Had him out in front. Duncan's 0 for 1. He flied to right back in the first inning. Helfrich gets the sign from Molitor. Bridges gets his lead off first. And the 0-2 headed home. Low, 1-2.
This might be a place where they want to put the runner in motion. I don't know what their philosophy on stealing is, but we're at an action pitch here. 1-2 on the batter. The batter's got to protect, so you get those fielders moving, anything can happen.
Strike 3 called. Pitch on the inside corner. Duncan doesn't like it as he walks back toward the dugout. He thought it was inside, and he'll go back to the bump and work in the fourth. They do come up with 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error, and they strand 1. We played 3 here at Liberty Park Stadium. Washington Festus tied at 1 apiece.
Raycom Security Incorporated, your locally owned and operated alarm company. In business for over 30 years with over 70 years experience. Security alarms, fire alarms, medical alerts, camera systems, access control, and phone systems. Plus, Raycom Security will give you a free, no-obligation security survey and bid. Located at 3057 Highway A, at the corner of A and YY in downtown Krakow. Call 1-866-RAYCOM-1. That's 1-866-722-6661. Or log on to raycomsecurity.com.
Is your financial advisor proactive or reactive? Hi, I'm Katie Schonartz, your Union Area Edward Jones financial advisor. Regardless of what the market is doing, I'll stay in touch. Even when the market is down, I'll call you up. That's one way I'll continue to emphasize our relationship and understand your individual financial needs. Contact me, Katie Schonartz, at 636-583-9188. Proactive, not reactive. That's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We go to the fourth of a 1-1 game. Brandon Stallman will lead off for Washington. He'll be followed by Quentin Pepsel and then Spencer Hunter. Duncan back to work. He's given up 1 run and 1 hit so far. Stallman looks at a pitch on the outside corner. He goes back door. With that one, it's 0-1 on Stallman, who popped out to the short his first time up. Here's a pitch that is taken low and away, 1-1.
The Festus pitcher has started, I'd say 90% of our guys off with curveball.
Yep. I think you're right. I think he's afraid to throw the heat at him.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, 2-1. They did appeal on the check swing on the previous pitch. Third base ump said no, he did not go around. The 2-1. Popped up, foul ground. Giving chase as the ball lands on the batting cage, out of play on the third base side. 2-2 on Stallman. Nice hustle over there by Charlie Pratt. New baseball for Duncan. Holds the glove out front, gets the sign from Hamilton. Steps back, crosses over, kicks, pitches, fastball, low and away. Some oohs and ahs from the crowd here on the Festus side. That's where we are.
It was only about 12 inches outside, so.
Only.
Yeah.
Next pitch is called strike 3. That looked a little bit low. So a 3-2 fastball catches the knees, and it is Stallman caught looking for out number 1.
I think that's one of those pitches where you just got to foul it off and get to the next pitch.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it was pretty borderline. I tend to agree with you, John. I think it was, a little low, but you can't take that pitch,
Right. If it's close, take a hack at it. Like you said, maybe just get a foul tip and stay alive.
Right.
The 0-1 to Pepsel, taken upstairs. First pitch was cut on, and it's a 1-1 count now on Quentin Pepsel with Hunter in the on-deck circle. Bases empty, 1 out. The next pitch is hit hard on the ground. Shortstop to his left, played by Hancock. Throws and gets Pepsel by a step. 6-3, 2 outs.
We used to have foul ball practice, and what that consisted of is you had a 2-strike count on you, and you're going to practice fouling off a pitch that was not a strike to train your eye to hit balls that weren't strikes just to get to that next pitch, because you just don't know what's going to happen sometimes.
That's a good drill.
Yeah.
Hunter at the plate now, righty on lefty. Here's the pitch. Tries to go with a breaking ball outside. Misses way out, so it's 1-0 count on Hunter, who grounded out to second his first time up. He's 0 for 1. We're in the fourth, 1-1 game. The pitch. Taken low and away, 2-0.
The hard part about all that was throwing the balls. I mean, because, you're so trained to throw a strike,
Yeah, well, sure. Throw a ball on purpose. Yeah. You just can't get it in your head. The 2-0 to Hunter is hit hard in the air. Left side down the line. Eisenman will watch this one drift over the fence out of play, 2-1. Well, Hunter is due. Got a short porch and right if he can pull one. If Duncan gives him one to hit, I think he might be afraid to give him a fastball.
Yeah, he's going to see fastballs up, or he's going to see junk. I don't think, you're not going to see anything across the plate that's a fastball.
2 balls and a strike. Duncan has not been given the green light by the home plate umpire yet. Now he does. Here comes the pitch. Backdoor curve called outside, 3-1. Hunter will be sitting on one here as the count favors the hitter. 3-1 offering. Fastball ripped into the glove of the first baseman. Diving backhanded grab by Levi Ebersole for the third and final out. Boy, you can't hit the ball much harder than that. Hunter rips it right into the first baseman's mitt. 3 up, 3 down in the Washington fourth. 1-1, middle of the inning.
Is your vehicle in need of repair? Rieger's Tire and Auto has 2 locations to serve your automotive needs. 510 Madison Avenue and 4710 South Point Road near Kohl's. We service most makes and models, foreign and domestic. Rieger's Tire and Auto also carries a large selection of tires and wheels at competitive prices. Our South Point Road has 2 quick lube bays and accepts walk-ins for tire repair and safety and emission inspections. Call Rieger's Tire and Auto at 636-239-2722 or 239-3333.
For the best meats around, visit the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market. Located in the heart of Washington, they offer only the finest locally raised beef, chicken, and pork. Whether it's catering, deer processing, stocking your freezer, or just a delicious hot lunch, Williams Brothers Meat Market and Catering has the meats you'll love to eat. Stop in and sample their award-winning ham, bacon, and sausage. That's Williams Brothers Meat Market, 607 West 5th in Washington.
Well, I've got Duncan up to 57 pitches. And he pitched 20 pitches last night in a save, pitching the last inning against Washington in a 2-1 victory. That gives him 85 pitches left today, and he's up to 57 by my count now. And on the flip side, you've got Helfrich with 36 going into this fourth. Here's the first pitch, and it's hit hard down the left field line, foul and out of play by Levi Ebersol. Strike one. Ebersol popped out to the first baseman, his first time up in the opening inning. Second plate appearance here against Nick Helfrich. We're in the fourth, 1-1 game. Helfrich turns, kicks, and pitches. Change up, hit hard toward the gap in left center. Glossmeyer to his right. He'll cut it off. Ebersol will have a single. Played back in quickly by Glossmeyer. It's a leadoff hit for Ebersol.
Kind of let that pitch up a little, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Came in with breaking ball, and he jumped on it. You know, I thought it was big, Coach, for Festus to answer back last inning with that run.
Oh, for sure. You know, they're not going away.
No, they're not.
You know, I mean, you don't get here by being weak-minded or weak as a team. You know, I mean, you have to be able to battle adversity. At some point, they had to be down during the course of the year.
Here's Leitner, fouling one out of play, third base side, strike one. Jake Leitner, the cleanup man, new baseball for Helfrich. John Covington, along with Coach Jeff Landwehr, here at Liberty Park Stadium in Sedalia. Losers bracket game between Washington and Festus. The winner will get Sedalia tomorrow at 1 in the championship game, and the winner is guaranteed a trip to the regional. The pitch upstairs, 1-1. Leitner will be followed by Eddie Martin.
This is honestly about what I expected right here, 1-1 ball game. You know, I expected pitching to dominate.
Yep.
You know, we've got 3 hits through 3.5 innings. That's just about what we kind of figured it would be. We'll see what the pitchers behind these pitchers are. If they get to them, we'll figure that out. But knowing these two guys, it was probably going to be a pretty low-scoring game.
Yep. Well, last night the two combined for 7 hits previous game. Here's a bounder up the middle. Might get through. Tough play. Single to center field. Stopping at second is Ebersol. Back-to-back hits for Festus. The first 2 aboard. Martin will come to the plate with a chance to give Festus the lead. But back to the point of hitting. You know, these two combined for 7 last night. In the previous game today, St. John and Washington combined for 8 hits.
Right.
4 each.
Right. But when you have kids that can command the strike zone and throw 2 or 3 pitches for strikes, that's what happens.
Martin at the plate facing Helfrich. Change up. Strike called. Started the swing. Held up. Took a strike right across the belt. It's 0-1 on Martin. Good pitch by Helfrich. Really fooled him on it. Martin holds the bat down in the end. The 0-1. At the knees.
I think Nick just needs to keep doing what he's doing. He's all on the plate.
Yep.
You know, they just, I mean, this is the heart of their order. This is the 3, 4, 5 guys, you know.
The 0-2. Change up, misses.
Wow, that looked really good.
It did. It was framed by Molitor. I don't think he needed it. I thought it was right across the letters.
Yep.
Called high, 1-2 the count on Martin.
It may have been inside a little bit.
The pitch.
From our angle, it's hard to see that, John, you know.
You're right. We're positioned to the left of the plate. We're close, but still you can't see exactly where the ball is when it crosses the plate. So 2-2 the count now. The next pitch, swing and a miss. He really fooled him on that, and Martin is upset with himself. You know, if he takes it, it's going to be strike 3 called. Just a weak swing as he was fooled on the offering. So 1 out in the inning.
I don't think he recognized the pitch out of his hand at first.
Yeah.
Because you could tell at the end he thought, oh my gosh, I have to swing.
Here's a swing, a check swing, and he goes around. This is Charlie Pratt coming up empty on the first offering from Helfrich. It's 0-1. Coach Bone comes out of the dugout. He wants to talk with the batter, Charlie Pratt, who grounded out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1, and he's behind here, 0-1.
Coach trying to stop momentum here.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Well, they brought out some balls for the umpire. Some that have been hit out of the park. So he has those in his pocket. It's an 0-1 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on the swing that time. So Pratt behind 0-2, and Helfrich is bearing down.
It'd be nice to get a ground ball double play right here.
That's what they're looking for in the infield. The 0-2. That is taken just off the plate. Man, that was close. Takes it for a ball just outside. 1-2 on Pratt. He has to guard the plate. Runners at first and second, 1 away. The pitch from Helfrich. Strike 3 called. Fastball at the knees. Got him looking. 2 outs. Hey, this is huge for Helfrich. If he can get out of this inning without giving up a run, it's really going to give the offense a lift going to the 5th inning.
Yeah, Nick really bowed up, hasn't he? You know, I mean, the first 2 guys got on, and he showed the rest of us in the ballpark what he's made of.
Here's Eisenman taking a pitch low, 1-0. Eisenman batted in the 3rd, flied out to center field, hit the ball hard, but to Glosmeyer. So he's 0 for 1. The pitch from Helfrich, swinging a chopper, third base side, foul, 1-1 on Eisenman.
You know, it's easy to play this game when everything's going right. But you know, you give up a couple hits, and you know, you can start doubting yourself, and then you find out what your players are made of. You know, especially the pitcher. Whenever it's up, really 95% of the game is on the pitcher.
Right.
So,
man, when you lose a tough one like last night, your mettle is tested. And so far, they passed the test today with a win earlier. Next pitch, tried to check a swing and a ball down and in, couldn't hold up. And it's 1-2 as he went around.
Yeah, he's really commanding that, whatever that breaking pitch is, he's really commanding it low, because, I mean, he's making it look like a strike all the way to the plate, and then it's just dropping out.
So if you're a hitter, would you move to the front of the box? Here's a rip foul outside of third. That time he got a pitch a little bit up in the zone and turned on it. But if you're a hitter and that ball is dropping off the table down and in, you're coming over the top of it, would you move to the front of the box as a hitter and try to jump it before it breaks?
The rule of thumb is we're always looking fastball adjusting, so I'm going to have to say whatever he feels comfortable with, whatever he thinks he can catch up with. You know, if he can move up in the box and catch up with it, then go for it. But other than that, you got to stay where you're at.
The 1-2 to Eisenman. Hit hard in the hole. Knocked down by Mayer. There won't be a play. That'll be an infield hit. But a nice job by Mayer to keep it on the infield and save a run. So the bases will be loaded now for Isaac Hamilton.
Yeah, that won't ever go in the scorebook, but that just saved a run right there.
If that ball gets by him, Ebersol scores. No doubt, Coach. No doubt. Here comes Mike Gardner out of the dugout to talk it over.
We had that last week at zone. I think McGuire dove down the left or down third base line.
Yep.
And he didn't get the guy out at first. You know, he rolled on top of the baseball eventually. But the guy at second, who was a critical run, he couldn't even go anywhere.
Right.
You know, and that was a double. And the same here with Bryce. You know, I mean, if he doesn't field that ball, we've got 2 outs. The guy's going on contact, he scores. So now we let our pitcher have a chance to get out of this.
Yep. Bases loaded now for Isaac Hamilton, the Festus catcher, who's 0 for 1, a ground out in the 3rd inning. Ebersol at 3rd, Leitner at 2nd, and Eisenman at 1st. Bases juiced, 2 outs. The pitch to Hamilton. It is taken for a strike at the knees. And Helfrich is out in front once again, 0-1. Friday night American Legion baseball from the state tournament in Sedalia. Hamilton behind 0-1. The pitch from Helfrich coming home. Same spot, called low this time, maybe a little bit lower.
I think he said that was inside because that looked like the same pitch, but I noticed the catcher's glove moved a little to the left, you know, off his front shin pad.
1-1 the count. Hamilton waits. The pitch. Fouled out of play. Strike 2. That time the pitch a little bit up in the zone. It was about belt high, maybe a little below the belt. It was a good pitch to hit. Hamilton got under it and fouled it back. So it's a 1-2 count. Hamilton waves the bat, now cocks it back. Helfrich, the 1-2 offering. That is taken low, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Christian Hancock is on deck. Hamilton digs in.
This should be Nick's best pitch right here.
The 2-2. Hit hard to left field. And put Festus on top. They'll try to score a second run. Throw from left. Cut off. 2-run score. 3-1 Festus here in the 4th inning. Hamilton delivers a solid single to left field. Plating Ebersol and Leitner. 3-1 Festus on top. Eisenman stopping at second base.
He left that pitch up just a little bit. I think he threw the pitch he wanted, you know, the one he felt most comfortable. We're 2-2 count there. You know, he's going to throw the pitch he thinks he can get the out on because we don't want to go 3-2 definitely in that.
Hancock looks at a pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hardest ball of the inning hit there by Isaac Hamilton without question. It was a solid single to left field, plating 2. The next pitch in on the hands, fouled up on the roof of the grandstand here. 0-2 on Hancock.
I mean, I don't know what Nick is personally thinking out there, but I mean, he showed he didn't want to go to 3-2.
Yep.
You know, I mean, he wanted that action to happen there. It just happened, detrimental to him.
Here's a flare to right, and it's going to drop in. Throw to the plate by Eckelkamp. It's too late. Another run scores. Eisenman scores from second. Festus takes a 4-1 lead on a flare to right off the bat of the 9-hitter, Christian Hancock. 5th hit of the inning. 3 runs across. Hamilton ends up at second. Actually ends up over at third. And Hancock ends up taking second on the throw to the plate.
I didn't see how he got to second. What happened that he got to second? Did he take second on the throw?
He took second on the throw, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Tasha Sheen with a solid effort out there. Made a diving attempt on the ball just out of his reach.
Yeah, you
now
couldn't
the umpires.
couldn't ask more for the effort.
No, at all. I agree completely. It may have actually glanced off his glove.
Yeah, it looked like it was. I mean, if it didn't, it was very close.
Yep. So what are the umpires talking about here, you think?
I don't know. Joe Hackman at first was livid about something, so I don't know.
Unless he missed the bag, possibly?
Well, that's an appeal play.
Yeah.
So, this is Major League Baseball rules, so we just don't ask the umpire in that case. We have to actually appeal. We have to do a live ball appeal of Major League Baseball. If this was high school, you could just ask the umpire, and they could just say yeah or no.
Okay. Well, the home plate umpire motioned safe toward Mike Gardner in the Washington dugout.
It must have been a missed base, but I've never seen an appeal done like that at the Major League, Major League Baseball rules. I know they play modified Major League Baseball rules, so.
Back to the top of the order now, Jacob Bridges facing Helfrich, breaking ball in there for a strike. He's the 8th man to come to the plate this inning. They have jumped on Washington 4-1 here in the 4th. Helfrich is next, grounded foul outside of third, strike 1. Strike 2, beg your pardon. It's 0-2 on Bridges.
Nick just needs to settle himself down. Let's get this batter. Let's go back in and hit. Well, just 4-1.
The 0-2 in the dirt, blocked by Molitor. He has 2 strikeouts in the inning. He struck out Martin and Pratt before giving up the Eisenman infield hit and then the Hamilton 2-run single. The 1-2. Hit hard, right to Mayer, and he boots it. Another run will score. They'll have runners at the corners. E6. Bridges aboard, and they have batted around here in the 4th inning. Hamilton scores from third. Hancock ends up over at third, and Bridges reaching on the air. First and third, 2 outs. Duncan the batter. 5-1 Festus. Got to stop the bleeding right here. 9th man to come to the plate. Here's a pitch fouled to the left of the plate right above us off the grandstand screen. Strike 1 on Duncan.
Nick's shoulders drooping a little bit. He looks like he's lost a little, I don't want to say lost confidence, but.
Next pitch is hit hard to center field. Glosmeyer on the move. He's there and he makes the catch. But 9 men come to the plate. 4 runs cross the plate on 5 hits. There was 1 error, and they strand 2. We've played 4. It's 5-1 Festus on top of Washington.
B&J Printing is your locally owned headquarters for all your printing needs. Their job is to make you look good on paper with quality printing that can help your business leave a lasting impression on customers and clients. Plus, they have a wide range of services from copies and collating to graphic and logo design. That's B&J Printing, 213 West Main Street in downtown Washington, 636-239-3512.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Phil Leathers, your downtown Washington Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why he's a proud sponsor of Washington American Legion Baseball on KLPW. For all your investment needs, call 636-239-5487 or stop by the office at number 3 Lafayette Street, downtown Washington. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
There's simply nothing better than rooting for the home team, especially when they make things happen. Hi, this is Scott Breckenkamp, president of First State Community Bank in Washington, Missouri. When you're ready to make things happen, turn to the home team at First State Community Bank. Whether you need help buying that new home, starting a business, or simply opening a checking account, our experienced staff is here to help. So after the game, stop by or call. We'll be sure to make things happen for you. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, online at fscb.com.
John Covington with Coach Jeff Landwehr back at Liberty Park Stadium in Sedalia. Washington finds themselves in a 5-1 hole here after Festus came up with 4 runs on 5 hits in their half of the 4th. Duncan back to work facing Joe Hackman in the 5th. The pitch chopped foul, first base side, and it goes bounding over the Washington dugout. 0-1 on Hackman. He'll be followed by Lewis Eckelkamp and then Adam Molitor.
John, we just need to look at chipping away here a little bit, a couple runs here and there. I know we don't play 9-inning games anymore, so it's a little more difficult to chip away when you get in the 5th inning, but we're only down by, 4 runs.
No reason to panic. Here's the 0-2, and it bounces in. The 57-foot pitch bounces by the catcher to the right of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hackman.
Quite honestly, John, those balls they hit last inning were hit hard.
Yes, they were. I think they got their timing down on Helfrich.
Yeah, I mean, those balls were hit extremely hard.
Here's 1-2, and there's a slicing line drive foul down the right field line off the bat of Hackman. Landing about 20 feet foul.
I know they had the blooper where Jack made the diving attempt, but other than that, the balls were hit really, they were on, they were squared up,
Yep.
So.
They were solid hits, there's no doubt, Coach. Hackman will be followed by Eckelkamp, then Molitor. It's Hackman looking at a 1-2 count. Duncan the pitch. Breaking ball hit hard on the ground and knocked down by the third baseman. Stallman picks it up, won't be a play. That'll be an error on the third baseman. That's on the third baseman, Charlie Pratt, for Festus. The ball hit right at him. It was hard, but should have made the play. So E5, and perhaps that will open the door for post 218.
Yeah, we're on turf where you get a good hop every time. It's hard to, give benefit of the doubt on something like that.
Eckelkamp at the plate now. Breaking ball at the knees, 0-1.
We got to get Louis going. He's been taking too many pitches. We get him going here.
He could lose one, make it a 2-run game right here.
He could definitely do it. He's a strong kid.
The 0-1 fouled out of play. And when sails over the roof of the grandstand here, and new baseball for Duncan. He's out in front of Eckelkamp. That time he came in with the fastball on him.
Mm-hmm.
He might be willing to throw more fastballs at these hitters now with a 4-run lead. We'll see.
Well, he throws it to Louis, and Louis knows what to do with a fastball for sure.
The 0-2. There's a fastball. Ring him up. Caught looking. 1 out here in the Washington 5th. He must have been looking curve on that.
Yeah, I think he thought something else was coming. He got out. The pitcher out-thought him, I think. Game of cat and mouse. And
here's Molitor coming on now. Fly to left last time. He's 0 for 1. Duncan to Molitor. Breaking ball inside corner. Strike 1.
That's one of the reasons that you have to always look fastball and adjust everything else, because that's the toughest pitch to hit if you're not looking for it, because it's getting on you the quickest.
Here's Molitor waiting. Next pitch taken inside. Started to go, held up, took a fastball inside off the plate. 1-1 count now on the Washington catcher. Hackman at first with 1 away. Infield will look for 2 here. They're deep up the middle and straight away for Molitor. The pitch, breaking ball hit hard to center field. Center fielder Bridges comes in, then goes back, moves to his right, makes the catch. 2 outs. And the 9-hitter Glosmeyer to the plate now for Washington.
John, I have noticed this inning. You are right. He has thrown the fastball more now. He's up a little bit. He knows now it's time to get through as quick as we can. Don't let them get back on us.
Here's a fastball to Glosmeyer, missing down and in. Ball 1. Glosmeyer walked and scored back in the 3rd. Washington had a 1-run lead, but that was short-lived. Festus answered back to tie it in their half of the 3rd and took the lead with a 4-run 4th. Next pitch is hit hard to center. That's going to get down. Single for Glosmeyer. Knocked down by the center fielder. Bridges plays it back in. Hackman stops at second. 2 on with 2 outs for Shashin.
I really have liked how the Festus pitcher has worked. Although I'm more pitching off the fastball, he knows what's best for him, you know.
That is a big run out there at second base. You talked about chipping away. Here's a chance to do just that.
Yeah.
Duncan to Shashin. Breaking ball. And he skies it to center field. Can of corn for Jacob Bridges. He's under it. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. Washington strands 2. No runs, a hit, an error, and 2 left on. And we played 4.5. Festus on top, 5-1.
If you live in Washington or anywhere in Franklin County, chances are you weren't born there. Life in our area is good. The air is clean. The kids are busy, and the open space and lifestyle gives everyone room to grow. People move here for a reason. Janie Strieber of Remax in Washington has helped this growth. She sells houses, lots of houses, and she would love to sell you your next house. Call her at 231-3410. That's 231-3410. And Janie also says,
Go Washington American Legion Baseball.
Some people think the daily moves of the market make stress inevitable when it comes to investing, but it doesn't have to be this way. Hi, I'm Katie Schonartz, your Union Area Edward Jones financial advisor. One stress reducer is to have a plan and stick with it during the market ups and downs. Here's another. Periodically rebalance your investments to align with your needs and risk comfort, and have a good financial advisor to sit down and talk to. Contact me, Katie Schonartz, at 636-583-9188. Keeping your investments under control can help keep your emotions in check. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing. Member SIPC.
Purcell Tire call to the pin. Brandon Stallman takes over on the hill for post 218. First pitch is a breaking ball, and it's called outside as he works to Levi Ebersole, leading off here in the Festus 5th inning. 5-1 Festus on top. Next pitch is a fastball fouled out of play. Purcell Tire and Service Center. Purcell Tire call to the pin and the pitching change. Any car, any season, any sport, Purcell Tire and Service Center is there for you and your vehicle. The 0-2 to Ebersole coming home. Breaking ball misses inside, just off the plate, 1-2. So with Stallman moving to the bump, they bring in Landwehr to play at third base. 1-2 to Ebersole, coming home. Swing and a miss. He strikes out, and there's actually, that's a 2-2 count, beg your pardon. So 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Levi Ebersole. He'll be followed by Leitner, then Martin. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good change. Ebersole swinging over the top of that one. There's 1 out here in the Festus 5th.
You know, Brandon, he's done a good job pitching all summer as well. I don't know what order he was in the Borgia pitching stuff for the spring, where the pecking order was, but he's done a fabulous job for the post-218 team this summer.
Absolutely. You know, I saw him pitch up at Fireman's Park against Wentzville. Complete game, went 5 innings. Here's a comebacker on 1 hop. Gloved by Stallman, over to Hackman for the out to retire Leitner 1-3. 2 outs. But he was dynamite that night and kept his pitch count down, and he was an 18-0 whitewash.
He throws a lot of strikes. I mean, he's in that strike zone. He makes it so easy for the catcher because I don't know if he ever hardly throws the ball in the dirt most of the time. I mean, he will, but not very often.
Here's Martin looking at a pitch upstairs. He was probably number 3 in the rotation because you had Mayer, you had Schmidt, and then probably Stallman after those 2.
And then Helfrich was in there somewhere, I guess, as well.
And here's a pitch inside on Martin, so it's 2 balls and no strikes now on Eddie Martin. Bases empty, 2 outs. The pitch coming home. That is fouled third base side.
So then they've got 2 of those kids coming back then, Borgia does.
Mayer is coming back, and Stallman.
Okay.
Yep. Schmidt graduated, so he'll continue his career at the college level over in Illinois. Here's a pitch upstairs on Martin, and the count now is 3-1.
He's going to Johnny Logan, isn't he?
Yep. Next pitch is hit hard, foul out of play, 3-2. Martin was upset with himself with a strikeout swinging after the first two had reached in the fourth inning with singles. He was fanned by Helfrich. Helfrich ends up going 4 innings in this game. Next pitch is fouled off the catcher's mitt and chest protector. It kicks to the right of the plate. And the home plate umpire will give the catcher a little time just to regroup. He's all right.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
Yes, he is.
You know, we were talking about him earlier. One of the things that I noticed about him blocking balls is he always gets squared to the ball. You know, when the ball goes, like, let's say, to the left side of the batter's box, he's squared, knocking it back toward the infield. A lot of guys don't get squared, and the ball squirts off down like maybe the first base line or something.
Stallman's breaking ball cut on and missed by Martin. He strikes out, and the inning is over. We played 5 here at Day Field at Liberty Park Stadium. It's 5-1, Festus on top of Washington.
Hey, this is Taylor. Double-digit pay raises are history. Now, money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why my dad, State Farm agent Jim Fury, would like to offer you a free discount double check. Jim and his team will go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call my dad, State Farm agent Jim Fury in Washington today. Being there to help keep more of your money in your pockets is why we're here. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Mark Thayer, manager of Coldwell Banker Premier Group in Washington. The days of buying a home with a handshake are long gone. That's why our agents are extensively trained and continuously mentored to be abreast of all the ins and outs of a real estate transaction. From contract to contingencies to closing, our agents work hard to help you find your dream home, and our enhanced listing book service helps you browse homes for sale 24/7. That's why Coldwell Banker Premier Group is the #1 Coldwell Banker affiliate in Missouri. Call our office today at 636-239-0667. That's 636-239-0667.
We closed the book on Nick Helfrich, the Washington starter. He went 4 innings. He gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. No walks and 3 strikeouts in the game. I had him for 69 pitches in the ball game tonight. John Covington along with Coach Jeff Landwehr. We go to the 6th inning. Washington down to their final 6 outs. Got to make some hay here, and Bryce Mayer will try to get something going. Mayer looks at the first pitch outside. Next one coming home. Popped him up in the infield. First baseman is calling for it. Ebersold is there. He makes the catch, and there's 1 out. And it'll bring up Brandon Stallman now. Papsel on deck. First pitch in there for a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1 on Stallman, who has struck out and popped out. 0 for 2. The pitch from Duncan. That's grounded. First base side. Ebersold flips to the pitcher, covering. 3-1 to retire Stallman. 2 outs. You know, that's a play you don't see a lot of teams really work on all that much, that ball that's wide of the bag to the first baseman. And I know high school teams don't have a lot of time to work on that. Legion teams probably spend less time on it, but that was executed pretty well.
Yeah, I'm very happy that the pitcher sprinted over. Yep. You know, a lot of times that's what causes that play not to work. You know, we get a late start. You know, the first baseman, his instinct is to go get the ball. You know, sometimes it's not for the pitcher to get over there.
Papsel takes a strike in the first pitch. Second pitch fouled out of play over the roof of the grandstand here. It's 0-2, and Duncan is really in the zone here for Festus.
Yeah, he's pitching great.
Papsel requests time, granted by the home plate umpire.
He's moving fast. Excuse me, he's moving fast, and he's really starting to command his pitches, isn't he? I mean, since they got that 4-run lead, he has been lights out, really.
Yeah, he's been a different guy,
yeah,
no doubt. There's a pitch high and away. It's 1-2. Like you said, you know, early he was afraid to throw the fastball to these hitters, and now staked to a 4-run lead. He goes to it often, and he strikes out Papsel.
Almost exclusively, John. He's been almost throwing, 75% fastball now as opposed to what it was earlier.
He's probably proving to himself that had he gone to the fastball more early in the game, he probably would have had a few more strikeouts.
Well, he knows his game, right? I mean, he knows what works for him.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that's what you have to know as a player is what you do and what you don't do well. You know, I mean, whatever you do well, you need to get better at it, obviously. And what you don't do well, sometimes you want to shy away from it until you have an opportunity to work on it.
Washington goes quietly in the 6th, 5-1. Festus on top.
Understall Tire in Washington is a proud installer of Jasper engines and transmissions. With their 3-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Understall Tire is your premier choice for new and used tires and auto repair. They specialize in wheel alignments, brake service, AC repair, tune-ups, suspension, shocks, struts, state inspections, and more. Call Tom or Keith at 636-239-5494 today.
With Bank of Franklin County, check balances, transfer funds, deposit checks, wherever you are. Nice to know there's banking for your life on the go. That's Bank of Franklin County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, my name is Bill Shook, and I am the co-owner of Easy Care Security and Satellite Systems. In addition to offering TV and internet, we also offer security, home automation, and surveillance systems. Would you like to be able to monitor your kids, your elderly parents, or simply your property while you're away on your smartphone? You can, and it's easy. As a fair special, we are offering a $200 Visa gift card with the purchase and installation of a 4-camera or more installation. So call us at 636-239-3899 or stop by and see us. Our office is on Highway 47, directly across from Schnucks and Lowe's.
Brandon Stallman working to Charlie Pratt, and an 0-1 pitch is popped on the infield behind first and played, I believe, by Hackman, making the play there for the first out of the inning. So Pratt is retired for the first in the Festus 6th. Festus on top of the score of 6-1. And it's going to be Jeremy Eisenman coming to the plate to face Brandon Stallman with bases empty and 1 out. Stallman turns and fires. There's a ball hit in the air to right. In comes Eckelkamp on the move. Can he get there? He is there. Makes the basket catch for the out.
I think
2
it's
down.
Spencer out in right field right now.
They made that change, didn't they? You're right. It is Spencer.
I think Landwehr went in for Louis, but went to third, and then they killed the DH and put Spencer in at right, I believe.
You are correct. So Hunter makes that play for the second out of the inning.
The next Harrison catcher, number 6.
I think everybody else is the same. You have Landwehr at third now at the hot corner, but everybody else, I believe, the same. So batter is Hamilton facing Stallman. Here's a pitch at the knees, 0-1. Hamilton with a big hit back in the 4th. And Festus plated 4. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. The pitch took something off of that, caught the inside corner, 0-2. Good pitch from Stallman.
Yeah, every time I've seen him pitch, I'm just impressed with him. He's not overpowering, but he really has good stuff.
The 0-2 is taken outside. The thing is, Washington likes to DH for the pitchers, but his bat is usually so strong. How do you take his bat out of the lineup?
Well, you just don't use the DH. Then.
Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, no. I'm just bringing it up for conversation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in a 9-inning game, you may DH for him, but in 7-inning games where he can probably pitch the whole game, yeah, you're absolutely right. You just kind of keep it. You just got to keep him in the lineup.
Here's the 2-2. It is taken outside. Full count now on Hamilton.
It's kind of the same way with Bryce as well. Bryce Merrill, whenever he pitches, you typically see, you see the DH not in use as well.
Yeah. Here's a pitch fouled over the dugout, third base side. Remains 3-2 on Hamilton. Stallman, payoff pitch. In on the hands, straight back out of play. Good at bat for Hamilton. He's making Stallman work for the out here.
And he's not giving up, is he?
No, he's not. He's hanging tough in there. The Festus catcher is ready. Back in the box. Payoff pitch coming home. He hits it hard. Gloved by Landwehr for the out. Oh, he reached up. Took it down. Nicely done by Landwehr at third. That's why they call it the hot corner. Washington comes to the bat, down 5-1, needs some runs.
With Bank of Franklin County, the home with the bigger backyard, the car you've had your eye on, the shop you always wanted to open. We'll be there every step of the way. Nice to know there's a lender you can count on. Bank of Franklin County, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You don't think it'll happen to you twice. First, it was a fire. My agent was right there and helped me rebuild. Then the tornado destroyed everything, again. Both times, my independent agent and auto owners took care of me like someone takes care of family.
For whatever lies ahead, We're always there. Auto Owners Insurance.
Hi, this is Ted Schrader. In Union, see Schrader Insurance, and in Washington, see Dan Yost Insurance.
One day they're playing grown up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expense may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. Phil Leathers, your local Edward Jones financial advisor, can share strategies to help tackle growing college expenses. Stop by the office at 3 Lafayette Street in downtown Washington for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Aldo's Restaurant in Washington. True Italian since 1971 and still going as strong as ever. Aldo is here to stay. Hurry in for the everyday specials.
Oh, the Humpa Day specials. Lasagna and the big mozzarella and the white sauce with vegetable and chicken. We offer everything, sandwiches and salads and appetizer, plenty of pasta, pizza, steaks and veal, chicken, I mean. At 1205 Jefferson Street for carry-outs or delivery. You can call 636-390-2536. Ciao, ciao.
Duncan back to work facing Spencer Hunter leading off in the 7th for Washington. Washington down 5-1. Duncan pitches and misses outside, ball 1.
John, we're an hour and 13 minutes into this game, hour and 14 minutes. And it feels like it's went by this fast, and it has. And a lot of that can be attributed to the fact that we've had all our pitchers have thrown strikes.
Yep.
Work quickly.
Duncan goes backdoor, missing with the curve. The previous pitch was on the inside corner. He falls behind Hunter, 2-1. Washington needs some base runners. They're down by 4. Duncan's next pitch outside off the catcher's mitt, back to the screen, 3-1. They will go to the bench. The on-deck hitter is Bauer. He'll be hitting for Hackman.
What I think is more impressive about this pitcher is the fact that he pitched an inning last night, and he's pitched a whole game.
Yeah. 20 pitches last night to get the save against Washington. He comes back and pumps in a strike here, the 3-2. That's hit hard down the left field line, slicing out of play. Good rip there by Hunter, but hit it foul down the left field line. He tended to pull one out of here. Another payoff pitch from Duncan coming home. Misses low, and he walks him. Leadoff walk. And it'll be Bauer coming to the plate. Joe Bauer will bat for Hackman.
Well, he was carrying a hot stick last week. Actually, in districts and in zone, he swung the bat well. This is his first action this weekend. I mean, there are just so many good players. You only put 9 out there,
That's the biggest challenge, I think, as a coach for the Washington Legion team, is just finding ample playing time for everybody you roster.
Yeah.
Because there are so many good players.
Number 6, Joe Bauer.
Joe Bauer batting for Hackman here. Runner at first and nobody out. Duncan gets the sign, high set. The right-hander kicks and fires a fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1 on Bauer. Landwehr in the on-deck circle for post 218. Bauer waits. Duncan kicks and delivers. Breaking ball misses. Would you mess around with the curveball all that much? I mean, you got a 4-run lead. Would you just pump in the fastball, which has been effective the last couple of innings? Here's a fastball missing. Go ahead,
John,
sorry.
if I was his coach, I would have told him nothing but a fastball.
Yeah.
We're up by 4. There's no point in walking people. And, kids will be kids.
2-1, the pitch. Fastball, chopper, third base side. That'll be gloved by the third baseman. Pratt throws across in time. And a bang-bang play. Down to second with 1 out goes Hunter.
Of course, I'm the same coach who used to tell our pitchers, first time through the order, you throw nothing but a fastball. So,
hey, whatever works, though, Coach.
I just didn't want the hitters to see anything but the fastball the first time through. So whenever we hit them the second time through, then we introduce a curve or a change, and it's something new. If we show them all our pitches the first time through the order, they have nothing new to see.
McGuire Landwehr will bat for Eckelkamp here. Runner at second, 1 out. The pitch over below, ball 1. Eckelkamp struck out looking twice tonight. Had a good night defensively, but not at the plate. So it's a 1-0 count on Landwehr. Duncan's next pitch down the middle.
We're obviously on a takedown. You know, we're working the pitcher, and that's why he really should be throwing fastballs. I mean, the last thing he wants to do is get behind.
1-1 count now on Landwehr. Duncan gets the sign from Hamilton, comes to a high set, kicks and pitches. Fastball hit foul out of play, first base side. 1-2. Molitor on deck for post 218. New baseball for the pitcher, Duncan. Hunter at second with one out. Washington trying to string something together here and put some across the plate. They're down by 4, trailing 5-1 in the 7th. Now Landwehr requests time, granted by the home plate umpire, just as Duncan was coming set. He wants a new baseball, so he'll flip it to Hamilton. Tonight's action brought to you in part by Aldo's at 1205 South Jefferson in Washington. True Italian since 1973. Landwehr at the plate with a 1-2 count. He'll tap the plate. Hunter off the bag at second. Duncan comes set, kicks and fires. Breaking ball, swing, and a foul, hanging tough. Fouled off a good pitch.
Yeah, I'm surprised he made contact. That was a really, I mean, it was up where you get the out. You know, you get a swing and miss, and somehow McGuire was able to get part of it.
Duncan gets the sign from Hamilton. The 1-2. Fastball hit hard to right. Right fielder on the move. Leitner got there and made the catch on the warning track. Boy, Landwehr hit it hard to right center, and Leitner able to track it down and make the catch for out number 2.
That was a nice play. I mean, that he was running away from the field of play to get that ball.
Right in front of the 356 sign out there. So it's Adam Molitor to the plate now for post 218. He's flied out twice, once to left, once to center. Matt's here facing Duncan. 5-1 score. And Molitor waits. Duncan the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. And he's out in front, 0-1.
John, you know it looks bleak for us, but honestly, we've had 2 hits, last night? 2 hits this game. How many we have the first game? 4?
Yep. Here's a pitch, breaking ball that's called a ball, missing inside. 1-1 count.
That's really what happens when you face these, when you get to the state level. I mean, you know, you're not facing teams that don't have good pitching.
Yep. Molitor waiting for the 1-1. Here it is. Fastball swung over the top of it. It's a 1-2 count now on Molitor. Trying to make contact, put the ball in play, and reach. Molitor taps the plate. Duncan leans in, shakes one off, now gets the sign he wants, and the right-hander comes set. The 1-2. Popped up, down the right field line, might be a play for Leitner. Toward the line and fair ground, makes the catch, game over, final score. Festus beats Washington 5-1. Post-game coming up.
If you live in Washington or anywhere in Franklin County, chances are you weren't born there. Life in our area is good. The air is clean. The kids are busy, and the open space and lifestyle gives everyone room to grow. People move here for a reason. Janie Schriever of RE/MAX in Washington has helped this growth. She sells houses, lots of houses, and she would love to sell you your next house. Call her at 231-3410. That's 231-3410. And Janie also says,
Go Washington American Legion Baseball.
Hi, this is Brad Mitchell, Leonard Marquardt, Jeff Totter, Gene Anderson.
And this is Sherry Wall with the Bank of Washington.
I'd like to thank you for being president of our bank 22 years in a row. And especially thank you for coming to great market leaders this year.
When it comes to home loans, whether you're wanting to get pre-qualified, refinance, or need to pull some needed cash to do
Thanks again for voting us your favorite bank.
and your favorite mortgage lenders.
Bank of Washington.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, and MLS 591834.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Phil Leathers, your downtown Washington Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why he's a proud sponsor of Washington American Legion Baseball on KLPW. For all your investment needs, call 636-239-5487 or stop by the office at number 3 Lafayette Street, downtown Washington. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Introducing RCS Carpet Cleaning, Franklin County's best local commercial and residential carpet cleaning specialists. Certified carpet cleaning, pet stain and odor removal, low moisture and fast drying steam cleaning, tile and gravel cleaning and sealing. Call RCS Carpet Cleaning at 636-584-1559. Find them on Facebook or go to realcleanstuff.com. That's RCS Carpet Cleaning. Mention this ad and get the 2 rooms for $99 special. Call today.
Raycom Security Incorporated, your locally owned and operated alarm company, in business for over 30 years with over 70 years experience. Security alarms, fire alarms, medical alerts, camera systems, access control, and phone systems. Plus, Raycom Security will give you a free no-obligation security survey and bid. Located at 3057 Highway A, at the corner of A and YY in downtown Krakow. Call 1-866-RAYCOM-1. That's 1-866-722-6661. Or log on to raycomsecurity.com.
Is your financial advisor proactive or reactive? Hi, I'm Katie Schonartz, your Union Area Edward Jones financial advisor. Regardless of what the market is doing, I'll stay in touch. Even when the market is down, I'll call you up. That's one way I'll continue to emphasize our relationship and understand your individual financial needs. Contact me, Katie Schonartz, at 636-583-9188. Proactive, not reactive. That's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we're back with manager Mike Gardner following a 5-1 loss to Festus, and that ends the season for Washington Post 218. But you know, good baseball this weekend. First, the pitching has been dynamite for all the teams involved in this tournament, Coach.
Yeah, it really has. I didn't expect to. I think we only scored 4 runs in 3 games, and maybe had 10 hits in 3 games. A total of 10 hits in 3 games. I didn't expect that at all out of our ball club. But the pitching's been dominant all weekend, and we just came up short.
Congratulations on a terrific season, because it has been another memorable season of American Legion baseball for the seniors.
Yeah, it's always a great season. We're very successful, and it makes it even more fun. But you kind of bond with the group of kids every year, and it's tough at this time of year. But it's a good group, and I'm sure we'll have another great group next year. But the last game last night, it's always tough.
Definitely, and you look at this that month of June when you're together so much, and then you get into July and you have that postseason run, and then you get to that state tournament. And it seems like you're here a lot, and it does say a lot about the program. But once you get here, you're going to face, and it seems like everybody, once you get to this point in these 4-team double elimination tournaments, everybody has 4 or 5 really good pitchers.
Yeah, and that's what it takes to get here. Especially in our division, in our district, we have 8 teams in our district tournament. Our zone tournament's always very tough. So you have to have 4 quality pitchers. Our guys just didn't swing it as well as the other guys maybe. But again, like you said, the pitching was just phenomenal all weekend, and we just couldn't come through with the bats.
Helfrich was pitching well, and then he ran into that 4th inning when they were able to string a few hits together and ended up scoring 4 runs on 5 hits.
Yeah, and a lot of it, I think almost all of those were 2 outs, and we were 1 pitch away, several times from getting out of it with no runs scored. Unfortunately that they put the bat on the ball and got some base hits, unfortunately.
You took a brief 1-0 lead in the 3rd, but I thought it was really big in the game for them to answer back. And I think anytime when you know you're going to have a low-scoring game, I think once you get down, it's really important to answer back. And they did that, and I think that helped their cause tonight.
Definitely, and we've done it all year too. We usually answer right back. We didn't tonight, but that's a mark of a good team. That once somebody scores, you answer right back, and you keep battling.
Well, and you didn't. You weren't in a panic situation after they scored those 4 runs in the 4th inning. But their pitcher just seemed to gain confidence, and that happens a lot. Once a pitcher is staked to a lead, he seemed to be, and he wasn't going to the fastball as much early in the game. He went to it more after he had the lead, and it seemed to work to his benefit too.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to pitch when you got a lead, especially a 4-run lead like that in a big game. The pitcher's more relaxed, defense is more relaxed. They feel more comfortable. So usually that's us on that end, but again, give them credit. They did what they needed to do.
So who will graduate from the program this year, Coach?
Wow. Well, we know McGuire Landwehr, Louis Eckelkamp. I don't think Spencer Hunter will be back. Adam Molitor, Tyler Glosmeyer, and I think Joe Bauer can come back, but I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Well, the thing is, you have that loyalty to the program. It seems like when the guys once they are locked into that freshman level, more often than not, they're in it all the way for the duration.
Yeah, and it's awesome that they want to come back every year, and then the kids that go away to college that they want to come back and get one more year out of it. Yeah, it's great. It's a great tradition. The kids and the families, are very respectful of the program and love the program as much as we do, and really makes it for a fun summer.
Well, look at the teams here. These guys, all these coaches have been involved with Legion baseball for a number of years. Washington's in the same mold, and it's just good, I think, for players just to see a familiar face at the top every year when they come back.
I think that says a lot about the organization. Also, like you say, you see the same coaches and the same teams kind of having success. So if you build a program and you keep the same coaches around, the kids want to play for those coaches and that team. So yeah, you're right. Junie Basler with St. John's been around a long time. Zach Bone took over for his dad. So, and then Sedalia's coach, he's fairly new, but I think he's been there 3 years, and he took over for Jeff, who had been there for a long time. So. Yeah, good, great quality, consistent programs, and really that's what it's about. It really is. It's tradition. It's American Legion baseball and respect for the country and the team and everything.
I think the value is top notch. I don't think you're going to find a better value. For a parent who pays for a kid to play baseball and play competitively and see good competition and, like you said, become part of the Legion family. I don't think there is a better value out there.
No, and you just look at this atmosphere this weekend, packed house, great baseball, a lot of good ball players. I'm sure if a few college scouts would have been here, they could have maybe picked up a few kids. But yeah, and there's a lot of kids on these teams that are going to college. So, yeah, it is great baseball, and it's just a lot of fun to be a part of.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it as always. Be back next year for sure?
Not for sure.
Okay. Well, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, thank you, and terrific season. That's Mike Gardner. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment.
Is your vehicle in need of repair? Riegers Tire and Auto has 2 locations to serve your automotive needs: 510 Madison Avenue and 4710 South Point Road near Kohl's. We service most makes and models, foreign and domestic. Riegers Tire and Auto also carries a large selection of tires and wheels at competitive prices. Our South Point Road has 2 quick lube bays and accepts walk-ins for tire repair and safety and emission inspections. Call Riegers Tire and Auto at 636-239-2722 or 239-3333.
For the best meats around, visit the winning team of Williams Brothers Meat Market. Located in the heart of Washington, they offer only the finest locally raised beef, chicken, and pork. Whether it's catering, deer processing, stocking a freezer, or just a delicious hot lunch, Williams Brothers Meat Market and Catering has the meats you'll love to eat. Stop in and sample their award-winning ham, bacon, and sausage. That's Williams Brothers Meat Market, 607 West 5th in Washington.
B&J Printing is your locally owned headquarters for all your printing needs. Their job is to make you look good on paper with quality printing that can help your business leave a lasting impression on customers and clients. Plus, they have a wide range of services from copies and collating to graphic and logo design. That's B&J Printing, 213 West Main Street in downtown Washington, 636-239-3512.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Phil Leathers, your downtown Washington Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why he's a proud sponsor of Washington American Legion Baseball on KLPW. For all your investment needs, call 636-239-5487. Or stop by the office at number 3 Lafayette Street, downtown Washington. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Well, Coach Jeff Landwehr, what do you think the players will take away from another good season of Legion baseball?
They have nothing to be ashamed of. You know, year in and year out, Washington's program is good. Kids want to come play for it. And, you know, there's many other forms of baseball, John. You know, you can travel east of Washington for about 45 minutes, and you can play for some organizations we don't need to name, or you can play American Legion baseball. And for what I see year in and year out, it is still the best form of baseball. There's always something to play for. There's always some pride. And, you know, our kids, you know, they're just 18 of many, you know. And, you know, people ask me all the time, can my son play college baseball? And my answer to that is yes. It depends on how hard you want to work and how far you want to travel. You know, we live in the Midwest. There aren't many college. I mean, there are several colleges, but you know, you get on the East and West Coast, and there's just colleges everywhere.
Right.
So, our kids should take away from this that they should not put their heads down. They're one of the top 4 teams in the state of Missouri in American Legion baseball. They represent their parents magnificently. They represent the town magnificently, and you know. Now they need to focus on going back to high school if they're in high school, or going to college and doing the best they can academically. You know, and Coach Bray and Coach Struckoff take these kids next spring, and hopefully they can have good high school seasons with them, you know.
No doubt. Coach, thanks so much for the expertise, and good to have you on the broadcast. We'll do it again sometime for sure.
Thank you.
Festus advances to the championship to face Sedalia at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Festus is 32-10. Washington ends the season with a record of 35-7, and their season comes to a close here today. Line score for the game for Washington, it was 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors, 4 men left on base. And for Festus, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 3 men left on. Winning pitcher was Jordan Duncan, the losing pitcher, Nick Helfrich. This game took 1 hour and 20 minutes to play. Final score, Festus 5, Washington 1. Good night from Sedalia.
American Legion Baseball from the state tournament is brought to you by First State Community Bank, Caldwell Banker Premier Group, State Farm Insurance Agent Jim Feary, the Bank of Franklin County, Honorstall Tire and Auto Center, Schrader Insurance, Katie Schonartz with Edward Jones, Janie Schriever, Remax Gold First, the Bank of Washington, Aldo's Italian Restaurant, RCS Carpet Cleaning, B&J Printing, Easy Care Security and Satellite, Phil Leathers with Edward Jones, Williams Brothers Meat Market, Raycom Security, and Reekers Tire and Auto.